Alright, and here is the video review for the first of the two ARMS Micron figures I got coming. We're going to start off here with AM-02 Bumblebee. Now, he's already actually out of the package. I'm just going to do a real quick overview of how they come packaged, because it's a little different than we've seen before. They come in these solid boxes, with just some art on the front. And then on the back it shows, most of them have them combined with all the other minicons. Like all the Autobots have all four of the Autobot minicons attached in some way. Megatron shows both of the Decepticon minicons that are out in this first wave attached to him, and I'm not sure about Skywarp. Although I think he does too. And then there's a picture of what's included, the sticker sheet, the Micron, and the robot itself. So, and then inside, and this is kind of cool, there's just a cardboard tray here, and Bumblebee's is a little harder to get out than Megatron, so we'll see if we can do this here. There we go. But yeah, you get this kind of cardboard frame, and Bumblebee was sitting right in here, in this little thing. And then underneath here, you get the instructions, and the sticker sheet, and all the other components. Here is the transformation instruction sheet, as well as the sticker placement sheet for Bumblebee. It shows both robot and vehicle mode things. Here's the sticker sheet that came with all the stickers. And you can see there's a couple extra Autobot stickers on here as well. Then here's the sheet that shows you how to assemble the Micron. Now the Microns come as little model kits. So it's kind of like you're in your own little BotCon custom class. They're official Transformers. You get to pull them off the sprues, build them yourself. Some people seem to think that's a horrible thing. I think it's actually quite a lot of fun, because you get to put them all together and assemble them. And then on the back of Bumblebee's, here's a quick instruction showing you how to combine Prime's gun, Bumblebee's gun, and Ratchet's sword into the Star Saber right here. So there's the ancillary stuff. Oh, there's also a little pamphlet here that shows off. Again, like here's a picture of talking about the Victory Saber and all the Microns for the Star Saber. And then just a pamphlet showing off all the figures here in the first wave, as well as all the Legend Easy collection is what they call them over there. Figures as well down here. And that's that. I'm probably not going to show this off for Megatron, just since it's already pretty much assumed I'll show off his box. But anyway, on to the figure itself. Here's Bumblebee. Here is his Micron. Apparently they don't have names. Apparently the Decepticon ones have names. The Autobot ones seem to just have, like Bumblebee's I think it's just BB or something like that. Like Optimus is OP and Ratchet's is RA. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. I don't know officially if they have names. They are going to have, apparently, over in Japan, at the end of every episode of Prime, there's going to be some additional animation that tells the story of the fact that apparently the Transformer weapons, in this case, Bumblebee's gun, is in fact, their weapons are in fact actually Microns, but the Autobots are unaware of it, and they're going to have little secret adventures after every episode. So, we'll see how that goes. Now you will notice he's got a couple ports here and on his doors. They are actually molded in. It looked like maybe this was a separate piece glued on. And that may be how there is clearly a separate piece that they just kind of attached to the mold when they mold it. But these are molded in onto the figure. On Megatron, the ports are actually glued on, but that may have been because he was designed before they, as part of the first edition line, since he's the deluxe Megatron. But they're a little unsightly in vehicle mode. Less so in person, but they are there, and they're very obvious. And again, here's the guns from the regular Bumblebee, but you can plug Microns. Yeah, they're the standard 5mm peg hole. And all of his detailing is stickers. You can kind of see some of the yellow does not match properly. It's not as off again as the camera is making it look, but it is a different shade of yellow than the figure itself, and all the stripes are stickers. So yeah, the only paint I think that was on him was the yellow paint here on the body of the car, here on the clear bits, like the doors and the roof, and the silver paint on Bumblebee's face. But there are some nice stickers for the rear of the car. Shiny lights and stuff. And transformation isn't any different than the regular deluxe, so we'll just go ahead and kind of zoom through that here real quick. And just like before, it helps with the head position. If you kind of open this up a little bit, take this middle piece, hold these arms in place, and just kind of lift this up a little bit before you open the arms all the way, and that will help his head sit in a much more lower and natural position than way up high like it likes to if you don't move that. And there's Bumblebee in robot mode. And again, he's got the new stripes. These stickers here on his waist are stickers. He's got some silver stickers down here on his feet. And then there actually is an Autobot symbol added right here in the middle of his chest. And just as a quick comparison, here he is with the original Bumblebee, or original Rid Bumblebee at any rate. And you can see that he's more of an orangish yellow. I think he's a better shade of yellow than the Rid version. The stripes are laid out slightly differently, but all in all, they're the same figure. It has some slightly different shades here and there on the stickers, but there's no significant difference. Now, this Bumblebee can use the obviously the same guns as the Prid, and I think that looks fine. I may actually just give them to him. I think he may actually replace Bumblebee on my shelf. We'll see. And then, of course, the Micron itself, you just straighten his arms out, flip him up over the head, and then flip up each leg. And now you've got kind of a larger minicon version of Bumblebee's gun. And again, he can hold that. He's got 2 peg holes here. He can hold that in his fist, or you can plug it in to the hole on his arm as well. And if you want, you can if you want to give him the arm cannons, you can store him on Bumblebee's back here. You can just kind of plug him in to the back, store him back there, and give him the regular arm cannons. All up to you. Go ahead and leave those on and pull the Micron back out. But yeah, there he is. There is the Arms Micron 02 Bumblebee with his little Micron. Are they worth the extra money? You know what? I had fun putting the Microns together, but they're not like... I don't know if... It's up to you to decide if having this guy is worth importing. Bumblebee has a slightly better shade of yellow, but overall, a lot of his detailing, like I said, is stickers. And while they're fairly sturdy stickers and they adhere pretty well, they're still stickers. They're something that, like, even with careful play, probably are eventually going to, crinkle and fade and start to come up and peel and wear more than a paint job would. So like the figures themselves, I feel, aren't as high end over the regular US versions as Takara releases normally are. The little Microns are neat. I bought most of mine just to get the Microns. It's up to you to decide if that's worth it, because really the micro, whether you like the Micron or not, is what should decide your whether you should get these or not for you. I mean, like, the figures themselves so far are generally not as good as the American releases, just because all of their paint apps, or most of their paint apps, have been replaced by stickers. So really, it's up to you to decide the value of it. I'm happy with the minicons. I don't know unless I get unless I start seeing some really cool minicons, Microns. I don't know if I'm going to continue buying these beyond what I've already pre-ordered. Now, I do have, like I said, Cliffjumper and Ratchet are on the way. I have Bulkhead pre-ordered. I have Breakdown pre-ordered, and Knockout pre-ordered, and Soundwave pre-ordered. And I think maybe even Starscream pre-ordered. And those are all the ones I currently have pre-ordered. I don't know if I'll continue on more than that. It really depends on the Micron. I actually pre-ordered 2 Bulkheads because I like his little Wrecking Ball Micron, and it looks like they may have designed it to both plug into his hand or maybe even attach up onto his head. It looks like they made the Wrecking Ball Micron compatible with both the first edition Bulkhead as well as the Arms Micron Bulkhead. So we'll see how that works out. If we get more pictures closer down the line, I may cancel one of those pre-orders. But anyway, there it is, Arms Micron 02 Bumblebee.